This summer's wildfire smoke in parts of the North Country sparks change. Jefferson County didn't have an air quality sensor. An assistant professor at Cornell University has changed that, saying that Jefferson County was one of 28 counties across New York State without one. Cornell teamed up with other professors and local Cornell cooperative extensions, and the sensor is going to be here. The sensor allows state and federal agencies to observe smoke plumes in real time. There it is on your screen. It'll collect data and issue timely alerts to the public.
So these are not impacts years down the road. People have negative health outcomes during the smoke wave. And so because of these negative health impacts, it's really important to have good local data about the levels of smoke in our communities.
According to a smoke map on airnow.gov, Jefferson County smoke sensor appears to be at the Cornell Cooperative Extension in Watertown.